This video is based off a suggestion received on Twitter from @dweebus8. Remember, send us your suggestions on Twitter using the hashtag #Fact5Idea, and we could pick out your idea for our next video. As a surprise to some, but Drew Gulak is a former world champion, having won the CZW World Heavyweight Championship during his 11-year stint with Combat Zone Wrestling. When Gulak eventually signed for the WWE, he made it his mission to create a better 205 Live, and that was achieved using his 277 slide PowerPoint presentation. On the main roster, Gulak joined forces with Daniel Bryan, which made for some great entertainment, despite Gulak looking like he was in Bryan's shadow.
You're reduced to asking for wrestling tips from a nobody. Nobody. Okay.
As of now, Gulak has been relegated to fighting for the 24/7 championship. Not that it's a bad thing, but he went from being a serious competitor with Daniel Bryan to basically a laughingstock. Well, since making his return to the WWE, John Morrison has become a comedy act, essentially acting as The Miz's sidekick. There's no denying what an incredible athlete Morrison is, and it's a shame to see that being wasted in the WWE.
We both like to talk like this a little bit.
Well, blow me bagpipes!
We should be friends, you know, maybe you gotta have a bit... Oh!
Time to mess with the former
Bye, have a great time.
champion.
After all, it's his amazing talent which won him 4 world championships across 4 different promotions. That being the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, the AAA Mega Championship, the Impact World Championship, and the Lucha Underground Championship. Morrison, in particular, found great success in Lucha Libre AAA worldwide, becoming the promotion's first ever triple champion, holding the AAA Mega, Latin American, and World Cruiserweight Championships simultaneously. Samoa Joe is no doubt world champion material. He has built up a reputation for hurting people, and is afraid of no one.
Hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you, or we can straighten this out right now. Nani? Oh shit!
It's his dangerous reputation that has won him world championships across various promotions, including Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling, as well as being an Impact Grand Slam champion. One of only 5 men to achieve this. But in the WWE, specifically on the main roster, Samoa Joe hasn't been used anywhere near his full potential.
Samoa Joe, okay, he came here 3 years ago like King Kong. He was beating everybody in sight, and now look at him. Oh. Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, you just snuck up on me. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah.
And constant injuries aren't doing him any favors. Although he has competed in numerous world championship matches against Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, and, who could forget, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe has come up short every single time. Despite Joe absolutely killing it on commentary as of late, let's hope we see him back in the ring, and with a world title around his waist. Believe it or not, but 3 years since making his main roster debut in the WWE, Robert Roode competed in his very first world title opportunity against Drew McIntyre, after returning from a 6-month hiatus. This is shocking, because in TNA, now known as Impact Wrestling, Roode is a 2-time world champion, with his first reign being the longest in the company's history at 256 days. He went from feuding with big names such as AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Sting in TNA to feuding with Mojo Rawley in the WWE.
What are you gonna do about it, Bobby? Huh?
The last 2 years has seen Roode mostly competing in tag team wrestling, aligning himself with Chad Gable and now Dolph Ziggler, although his SmackDown days did see him win the United States Championship, but let's be honest, it was a short and forgettable run. It's crazy to see the difference of Eric Young in Impact Wrestling compared to the WWE. In Impact Wrestling, Eric Young is a decorated champion, having won the world title twice, as well as being one of 5 Impact Grand Slam champions, like Samoa Joe. But in the WWE, it's a whole other story, as Young was nothing more than a jobber, whether it was leading Sanity or scrambling for the 24/7 championship. Eric Young achieved absolutely nothing during his time on the main roster in the WWE. I mean, you know it's bad when the most TV time you've had ends up with you getting the absolute living shit beaten out of you.